Long ago, in the ancient Yoruba village of Agoile, where palm trees swayed like gentle dancers and drums spoke the language of the ancestors, there lived a young man named Bayo. He was born into poverty. His father was a farmer who owned nothing but a hoe and a tired goat. His mother sold pepper and smoked fish in the market, always smiling through her struggles. Life was hard, yet peaceful. Every morning, Bayo helped his father till the land, his hands rough, his stomach often empty. Still, he dreamed of wealth. Not a little wealth, but riches that would make the world bow before him. As he grew older, the hunger in Bayo's heart became heavier. He watched other men ride horses, wear fine agbada, and pour palm wine for chiefs. He began to feel that hard work was a fool's road. "Why must I suffer when others eat from golden plates?" he would whisper at night, staring at the moon. His mother would say, "My son, patience is wealth in disguise." But Bayo's ears were closed. He wanted quick success, and soon. One evening, while returning from the market, Bayo met an old man sitting under an iroko tree. The man's eyes were sharp like a hunter's arrow. "Young man," the stranger said, "your spirit burns with hunger. I can help you, but remember, everything in life has a price." Bayo's curiosity swallowed his fear. He followed the man deep into the forest where strange songs filled the air and the wind carried whispers that were not human. When he returned at dawn, his eyes had changed. They were darker, quieter, like someone who had shaken hands with shadows. Within months, Bayo's fortunes turned. His farm flourished, his goats multiplied. People came to him for help, for his wealth seemed to pour like rain. The same villagers who once pitied him now bowed before him. They called him Bayo Olowo, the man whose pockets never ran dry. He built a large compound with 7 huts, each painted bright white, and threw feasts that lasted until dawn. Yet behind his laughter lived a restless silence. At night, strange drums echoed faintly from his backyard, though no one dared to ask. Bayo's wife, Matunyoro, noticed the change. He no longer prayed, no longer visited the shrine with the others. Instead, he disappeared often, returning with tired eyes and trembling hands. One night she asked, "My husband, what path have you chosen?" He only smiled, saying, "The gods bless the brave." But even as he said it, lightning flashed without thunder, and an owl hooted thrice, a warning the old people knew too well. As his riches grew, so did his pride. He mocked the poor, calling them lazy. He paid no heed to the Babalawo, who told him that a man who eats alone eats his death. The market women whispered that Bayo's shadow no longer followed him at noon. The children avoided his house, saying they heard voices in his well at night. But Bayo did not care. He believed he had become untouchable. Years passed. Bayo became one of the wealthiest men in the region. Chiefs visited his compound, griots sang his praises, and dancers performed until their feet bled. He began to host great feasts for the village every planting season. Each time, someone would mysteriously fall sick afterwards, yet no one connected the signs. The people only said, "Bayo's wealth is strong, his enemies are weak." Then one planting season, Bayo decided to host his grandest feast yet, a celebration to mark his latest success. He slaughtered goats, cows, and fowls. His young son, Taiwo, now a cheerful boy of 10, ran around helping his uncle, Adegoke, Bayo's younger brother, who was the only family member he trusted completely. They cooked, laughed, and prepared the meals that would feed the entire village. The smell of stew filled the air like a promise. But that night, as the moon rose high, the wind carried a strange scent, not of pepper or palm oil, but of sorrow. An old beggar woman came to Bayo's gate. Her back was bent, her voice dry as dust. "Olowo," she said, "do not serve this meal. Your table drips with tears unseen." Bayo frowned and threw a coin at her. "Old woman, take your madness elsewhere." She turned and whispered, "When a man plants fire, he should not cry when it burns his farm." The drummers laughed, but the wind fell silent.
The feast began. Men, women, and children gathered in Bayo's compound. The moon shone brighter than ever. Dancers twirled, the bata drums thundered, and joy filled the air. Food and palm wine were served in plenty. Bayo stood proudly, smiling as everyone ate. His son and brother were the first to taste the meal. But before the last drum beat ended, Taiwo coughed. Then Taiwo gasped. The laughter turned into screams. One by one, people began to fall. The air grew heavy. Bayo's smile vanished as he saw his son's small hands trembling. He rushed forward, but it was too late. His brother lay still, his son silent, and the crowd fled in terror. Bayo fell to his knees, clutching the lifeless boy. His heart shattered, for he knew what he had done. The same evil that had fed him had now fed on his own blood. The night grew colder. The sky wept with rain, and lightning struck the iroko tree at the edge of the village, the same tree where Bayo's greed began. From that day, his compound became silent. The feasts ended. His riches turned to dust. His goats vanished. His farm withered, and even his servants left him. The laughter that once filled his home was replaced by whispers of regret. Bayo became a wandering man. His once fine agbada hung loosely on his thin frame. He wandered to the river where the old woman had warned him. The water was still, the moonlight pale. He knelt and cried until his tears joined the river. "Spirits of the land," he wept, "forgive me. I have fed the darkness, and it has devoured my blood." A soft voice rose from the river, the same old woman, now radiant like a goddess. "The earth remembers," she said. "You took from it without giving. You fed greed, not gratitude. Now the land takes back what is hers." Bayo's cries echoed through the night. The villagers who heard it said it was the sound of a soul breaking. By morning, only his footprints remained by the riverbank. Some said the earth swallowed him. Others believed he walked into the spirit world to seek forgiveness. No one truly knew, but from that day, his name became a lesson. The elders would tell their grandchildren by the fire, Bayo was a man who wanted everything, yet lost everything. He traded peace for power and found sorrow instead. Remember, children, money that drinks blood will one day thirst for its owner.
Peaceful heart.